I come from the similar background as Dr. Garg. Having been in the army for 25 years and then joining an academic institution. So SOPs are something which we have always lived with it. What I have understood while coming to this organization is, I mean, out of army and then coming here, is that when you make SOPs, there are two types of SOPs. One which you will make within the organization because of the processes that you have within the organization, and one probably you will have to make to comply with various, requirements of, governing agencies, right? So the one which you need to make for your own internal processes, you need to take all stakeholders on board when you're making the SOP, so that it doesn't remain on paper, right? If somebody makes an SOP, within a, closed doors, without consulting the other stakeholders who are part of the process, then it will, your SOP will remain on paper because people will not follow. So you need to see what is the process being followed, speak to each stakeholder, take them on board, and then build the SOP. That way you will ensure that at least, the SOP doesn't remain on paper, people are actually following it, if not 100%, at least 90 to 95%. The second is, reinforce the SOP regularly. Keep, getting whether, checking whether the process are being followed, and don't ever dilute it. The problem happens is, sometimes to meet certain deadlines or requirements, you tend to dilute the process. And that's when that dilution, further gets, further and further gets diluted, and then at some point of time, you're actually not following the SOP, you're doing whatever you want. So that, like you said, management has to be on board. There has to be people who say, okay, I'm going to accept, a certain